Hello and welcome to the Lowdown, the official Download Festival TV show with me, Bees, you know that by now. We're here for the next hour to talk all things Download Festival. We've got a whole load of rock goodness coming up, but you don't want to hear all about that when it's time for a goddamn Rager. Rager! So what's in store for you lucky guys and girls on this episode? Well, we've got Loz and Matt from While She Sleeps talking all northern about Download and their recent hiatus.
I'm quite good at sewing.
Really? That's the least metal thing ever. 3 series of the Lowdown, the least metal thing. Plus Dirty Welsh Rockers, the Dirty Youth, join us on the couch.
Status Quo, Macaulay Culkin, what's his name? The guy who's with us.
The guy from Home Alone?
No, not him. What's his name?
Craig McLaughlin. Craig McLaughlin. He used to be on Neighbours.
Yeah.
There's also the mighty Downloads Big Ten, where you could win a pair of VIP tickets to Download, where you'll be joining Avenged Sevenfold, Linkin Park, Aerosmith, Offspring, The Quo, Trivium, and many, many more. In fact, over 100 bands more. It's going to be insane. Don't fancy your chances of winning a pair? Hop on over to downloadfestival.co.uk, where you can pick up weekend and day tickets now. See that? That is a plug. Hello and welcome back to the Lowdown. This week's special guests are Loz and Matt from While She Sleeps. Have it, Northern style. Welcome to the Lowdown, Matt and Loz from While She Sleeps. How you doing?
Yeah.
Right, first things first. How's your voice?
All right.
Yeah. has it been mental? Like we spoke to Matt Tuck when they did Scuzz Meets.
Yeah.
And he nearly died. So there's
I was chatting to him last night about this.
About when he pushed the red button. Did he tell you that story? He said that he woke up in the night and his voice had his thing had closed up. And he woke up in the night in the hospital where it was I couldn't breathe. And he was just he didn't know what to do, but he saw a big red button and went oh, that'll do, bang, like that, and they had to come in and
panic
something and he's there.
Wow. Wow. No,
exactly
nothing that crazy.
Good.
It's been pretty cool.
Good.
I feel like I'm on the mend and I should be back to strength pretty soon.
Has it affected your in terms of your vocals and that? Because the only 2 things that I can think of off the top of my head were Matt and Shadows from Sevenfold, who just can't scream anymore.
Yeah, so. I think it's just one of those things. We were talking the other day, and it's if you drive a car every single day, eventually it needs some servicing. Do you know what I mean? And I've been screaming my head off, shouting since I was 16 years old, trying to get in bands and do my thing. And I think it's just got to that point where it's caught up with me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
of course.
it's time to work on my technique or whatever. And I needed the op done, but I feel like when we come back, which is going to be Download, and after that, I think we're going to be strong, and I think we're going to be more knowledge.
It's kind of nice,
rested, and we'll be ready to smash it again.
The break, we sort of got put in a weird position when we first sort of found out about it. We had too long, really, of last year. We were walking off stage, spitting blood and shit, and we were just
Jesus.
Every show, he'd just play, and he'd just be screaming, and then just go. And just put it to me, and I'd just be for fuck's sake, man.
Metal as fuck, though.
I'm just looking around on the floor, and
kind of liked it at the same time as I hated it. Just but you know.
And we sort of stopped touring, and we're right, we've got to fucking sort this shit out, do you know what I mean? And it was quite dramatic, do you know what I mean? After surgery, it's a 6-month recovery, man. So we were just all right, we've got to just put the fucking brakes on and chill this out for a bit. I don't know why we keep using car references.
Was it it's not Top Gear, fuck's sake. Was it a scary 5 minutes when you had to go and see doctors and that?
It was it got to the point where in my mind I kind of knew I wasn't on strength, do you know what I mean? And I was kind of getting through shows, and I was still obviously enjoying it and loving it, but still coming off and having that little thing in the back of my mind of being at some point I'm going to have to rectify this issue.
Yeah, it fucks with your confidence as well,
and it just, you can't just relax and get on with it as I want to, do you know what I mean? It was kind of always, while you're playing and it's after a couple of songs, you're spitting blood, it's just a bit here we go, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what's kind of nice about coming back, I think, and just being knowing there's not a direct problem immediately. Do you know what I mean? The bit of time we've had off has been kind of nice for us, and it's always a bit of a blessing in disguise because we finished the music on the new record, and we're going to do the vocals after Download, basically around that sort of time, and it's just been, we wouldn't have done this record if we'd have not been forced to have this time off.
Yeah.
And I'm super proud of it. I think it's the sort of found our sound record, but we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the shit that we kind of got put into.
It seems to be a bit of a theme of ours to have a problem before an album. Like before The North Stands for Nothing came out, I was rushed into hospital with pneumonia and missed like a tour.
From the studio.
Jeez, I never knew that.
Yeah,
We cancelled our first tour after we recorded that record because we fucking were in the bar.
But I
all
think
the time.
somehow that gives us the time to make albums how we want them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is always kind of a blessing. You get to sit on it a little bit more and figure out, what you want to do, and then. It's always the industry kind of rushing you and making you put stuff out, and it's kind of like with these problems, the blessing in disguise comes from like when it's right for the band, it's right for the band.
You're surrounded by people rushing you sometimes, man, and health is one of the things that, so if it comes in, you have to just be like, all right, well, no one can do shit. You can't get angry at anything. It's just like we just got to do what you need to do to get it fixed. And I feel like we've just gone through that time, and it's like. We're looking forward to just fucking coming back out, man. Everyone's itching.
So the writing of the record, like how would you describe what you've written? Like, because I must admit, like going from The North Stands for Nothing to This Is the Six was like a massive jump. I mean, like I was like more than familiar enough with your band, and then the first time I heard This Is the Six was like. Wow, there's so many ideas in one place. Like it felt like a Tool record in that, like it took me 6 or 7 listens before I really, really got inside it and understood all the terms of pace.
All my favourite records take that, man.
Exactly.
You have to give it you have to sort of take it in and like digest the record before you can sort of decide if you like it or not.
Have you done that again? Like basically just like kind of like taking everything that you feel the band's capable of at this time.
And all the best parts that we like about us, do you know what I mean? We've just done that and then put it on steroids kind of thing. It's like, I can't fucking wait to get it out, man.
So like I saw you, I think it was like Warped or something like that, or like you'd been off tour for a couple of weeks.
Warped UK?
No. I think this was like a year ago. Like not the Warp that you just played, like the one before.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd seen you and you'd just been off tour for a couple of weeks and was like, oh, I'm dying to get back on tour. So after being off of tour for this amount of time, like I can imagine like the run up to Download has just been like, can we go on stage yet? Can we go on stage yet?
Yeah.
We've just been going camping, dude, because it's like, because it's a free way of travelling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it gives you that same kind of feeling of like, oh, I'm fucking.
That is desperation in the harshest of ways.
I've just been getting my skateboard out and just going proper hard on it.
Nice.
Like to get that, like you get your 45 minutes, half an hour on stage, and that's my time to get my aggression out, and that keeps me levelled for the rest of the time. Do you know what I mean? It's like my workout.
Are you going to be doing any new stuff at Download, or is it just a case of like the songs aren't finished yet? So
they're not done yet, and we don't. I think like we've talked about idea a little bit, but I think we don't kind of. I want it to come out like right and ready. I don't really want everyone to be like, I've heard a bit of new stuff live. It's like I kind of want.
And someone's just going to rip it.
It's just
on YouTube or something.
It's always what I fear.
I want it to be like I want people to get it properly. Like we spent 6 months recording music, man. 3 months on guitars, which is fucking insane. Like, bless our producer for doing it, but like we spent some days just tuning a guitar for the whole day.
Wow. Who produced it?
Carl Bown and Colin Richardson.
Oh, nice.
Same dudes who did the last one, but we sort of tweaked some things that we wanted to sort of change sound-wise from the old record. And
it's nice to have that time though, to just be able to sit there and go,
so
I'm get it exactly how you want it to sound.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
I'm not willing to give someone like a boshed out version when there's this like golden one we spent so long on, do you know what I mean?
I always think, is he a nightmare to work with in terms of the perfectionist level?
Yeah.
Love it. That's why the records sound as good as they do. Stick around while she sleeps, going to be answering your questions in a bit. Hello, welcome back to the Lowdown, the official Download Festival TV show with me, Bees, that's who I am. It's part 3, which means it's time for the Download's Big 10. We ask a silly question, you give a silly answer, best one wins, bring it on. So last week we asked another highbrow question. What would you say if a little alien popped up in the cubicle while you were trying to have a wee? God, you can tell it's the end of the series and we're desperate for questions. Here we go. In at number 10, Johnny Yates says, whoa, Close Encounters of the Turd Kind. Number 9, Madiha, I'm not going to attempt your surname because I'll definitely get it wrong. What do you call a fat alien? An extra cholesterol? Good work. Number 8, Chloe Oswell says, don't think I'd say anything. I'd probably just flail around in a panicked state until the cubicle fell over and I was covered in poop. Whatever floats your boat. Number 7, Gil Guyton says, I would say Nanu Nanu. Number 6 doesn't exist because it hasn't been put in on the chart. Number 5, James Armitage says, get to the chopper. Number 4, Emily Chowdhury says, could you please get me a toilet roll? Number 3, Sam Mayle says, I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me. Number 2, Matt Richards says, let me take a selfie. Hashtag ET checking out my boomstick. And at number 1, winning a pair of tickets to this year's Download Festival, Jack Hill says, oh, so this is the butt scratcher service everyone keeps shouting about. Congratulations, Jack Hill. You're going to download two VIP tickets coming your way. We'll be in contact over Facebook, by which case, hopefully, we'll have figured out that the number 6 exists. Now, it's all hotting up in the Red Bull Studios Live at Download project. After 400 entries, hundreds of thousands of votes and some intense judging sessions with Hugh Stevens and Don Broco amongst others, the final 15 hopeful bands headed down to London to the Red Bull Studio for a day of recording, professional photos, gear workshops and a chinwag with the judges. Here's a taste of what they got up to and who's in the running for the prestigious slot on stage at Download.
Sean, Jack, Luke, Dan, Connor, we're Create Inspire and we're from Essex.
Like, we can get on stage and we'll give it our absolute all, because we want to make an impression, not just in people's heads, but in people's hearts as well. Yeah. And I think if we step foot on that stage, we won't let them down.
If you want to come to a show and have some fun, please vote for us.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
I'm Nick, this is Carlo, Jay, Jordan and Rick. We're Adelphia from Nottingham. Our biggest personal achievement is probably Hit the Deck Festival 2014, opening Rock City main stage, which was absolutely awesome. Is there a choice for every girl? You stab my bike.
Hi, my name's Erin, this is Ja, Gavin and Liam. We're live on standby. We're from Greenock near Glasgow.
Getting through to the last 15 was like a dream.
My hand was shaking so much I couldn't get on the website and check, so I phoned Gianluca. I was like, did we actually get in? Did we do it? And he was like, Erin, we've made it.
Hey, what's up? We're out for tomorrow from Bristol. I think one of the stand-up moments for me was last year when we did our first show over in mainland Europe. We played Belgium. We got there and loads of kids turned up and they said they'd come from Germany to see us and they were singing our songs back, and I think to be that far away from home and be able to headline and play a show like that with people singing and knowing our songs was just absolutely mind-blowing.
We're Bentley Park from Manchester and today we have come to Red Bull Studios in London. Our influences vary from, Death Havana to Dream Theater to like 1975, but we all kind of home in on that kind of US scene. I think that's kind of the key to our sound at the moment.
Hi, we're Chasing Cadence. We're from Hertfordshire.
we've all got this passion in what we do, and realised we had some mutual interests there. Started playing some music together, started to gel. Although we come from sort of different musical backgrounds, it kind of worked and hopefully made a more unique sound, and here we are today.
We thought those days would never end, our blinked is gone, and now I return.
Hi, this is Rich, this is Tom, I'm Bello, we're Chinese Missy and we're from North London. Live is the most important thing to us, because like when you play live, you've got 100 people in front of you and you really make a connection, and that's what it kind of is for us, because like if we're buzzing off them, they're buzzing off us, and that's like you don't get that from putting a CD in. So to get this far and have a chance to actually play live and then, you know, send it out on the internet and stuff, that's like, as we see that, as playing to our advantage.
You can head to redbullstudios.com/Download Festival to watch their performances and vote for who you think should make it through to play at Download. Exciting stuff indeed. The Dirty Youth are gearing up to play Download, so we caught up with them to get the lowdown on the daunting task of playing the huge Zippo stage. Welcome, the Dirty Youth, to the lowdown. How you doing?
Very good.
So, album finished? Second record totally finished? Is it going to be out in time for Download?
No.
No. Are you going to be having another single out before Download?
Maybe.
Oh, cryptic.
Yeah.
Cryptic.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wait and
Is this one of those I'm not sure what we can say or what we can't?
Yeah, it's that.
That's weird seeing you unsure.
Yeah, I know.
Right, so you've played Download before and you've been to Download as punters. What would you say about the Download experience to people who haven't been before?
Messy.
Yeah, I've seen you lot before and guest area.
Bring toilet roll extra lots.
Not for shitting yourself though.
No.
So, how would you describe the new record since it's finished and done and dusted? Is it a massive step up from the first one?
Yeah, massive. It's we kind of matured as people and musicians for this one, and we just done what we wanted to do. We didn't kind of.
I just like the thought of you like maturing as people. That's why I got sorry I couldn't hide the grin there. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate.
We just done it for us this time, and we done the music we wanted to do. We didn't try and kind of be more rock or more metal or anything. We just done what we done.
Is it quite eclectic then? Because knowing you, Mob, like I know you like to throw a lot of things at the wall when you've got a whole canvas for a record.
Yeah, but again, it's true to us.
Yeah, I think it's turned out a lot more
exactly how I wanted it to.
Right.
Because we're not trying to kind of please anyone in any way now.
No.
It's turned out a lot more eclectic, I think. You know.
Do you think that comes with like when you're a young band and you got your first thing, you kind of second guess everything, whereas this time you're like, well, we weren't happy with this much on the first record. Here's what we're going to do second time out.
I mean, they were literally like the first songs we ever wrote that we just recorded, and that was the album. It wasn't like we had 30, 40 and picked the best. That was it. Those were the first songs we ever wrote. So.
Wow. So how would you describe the first Download show that you lot played? Were you nervous beforehand?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's an acoustic show. We had a phone call saying that...
We'd never played acoustic before either.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Your first acoustic show was Download?
And we had a phone call. It was like, oh my God, we're playing Download on the acoustic stage. And it's like, we haven't got acoustics. You know, but yeah, it was good. It was character building, I think.
Yeah.
Very
good way to describe it.
And we got people jumping as well, which is good.
Nice.
Yeah.
With acoustics.
So, like, second stage, is this the biggest show of your career then?
Yeah, definitely. Like we've gone out, like we played Red Bull stage.
Yeah.
And we went to Download 4 years before that. So we went from the campsite to the backstage, into the A stage, and now we're on the second, which is, it's mind-blowing really. It's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So who are the bands that you're interested in seeing that are playing this year?
For me, I can't wait to see Sixth.
Oh,
Never
Sixth
ever seen them before.
Oh man, that'll blow
Love
your
that
mind.
band. Obviously Skindred.
Always.
Festival band highlight.
Linkin
I've never
Park,
seen Fall Out Boy, so again.
Oh really?
No,
So
can't
good.
wait for that.
So good.
Status Quo.
Yeah.
So you were saying Quo were the first band you ever saw?
Yeah, they were. The first one I've ever seen, Status Quo. It was in Cumbrae Stadium. And I think it's still the only gig that's ever happened in that part of Wales, ever.
Wow.
It was Status Quo, Macaulay Culkin, what's his name? The guy who's with
the guy from Home Alone?
No, not him. What's his name? Craig McLachlan.
Oh, Craig McLachlan. The geezer who used to be on Neighbours.
Yeah, he was there. He done it.
Sorry, we're old.
He was crap. Yeah, but Steve's quite right. I remember the guy snapped a string and like threw his guitar off and then caught another one and then carried on.
Oh, superb.
I was like, yeah.
We're still waiting to try and get Quo on so we can call it the Quo Down for a week. So how excited are you about Download this year? Does it feel like a chance to really show people what the Dirty Youth in 2014
definitely.
is really about? Because I know you've just gone out and had a blinding time of Heaven's Basement and Glamour of the Kill. Like, does this feel like a moment where people who perhaps know your name but don't know what you're about, it's the time to kind of make them stand up and take notice of you lot?
This is what we've wanted ever since the first day we went there, and I think the first year we went there and we met you and we told you we'd be playing.
And when you discovered us.
Second stage or first stage of Download. And
here
now
you
we're
are.
doing it, so yeah.
Excited?
Yeah,
massively. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Highlight of my year.
You can catch them on the second stage on the Saturday of this year's Download Festival, the Dirty Youth. Time for a break, but before you go, highlight of the week time, it's Crossfaith with another little festival tip for you.
If you were in bed before 3 a.m., you were doing Download wrong.
More from Ken and Hiroki next week. I know you can't wait, but see you after the break for While She Sleeps, coming back to answer your questions. Hello and welcome back to the final part of the Lowdown. Don't cry tears from your face though. It's the official Download Festival TV show with me, Bees. Let's crack on with your fan questions for While She Sleeps. Welcome back to the Lowdown While She Sleeps. Your questions. Anthony Gillen says, have you ever thought about collaborating with other artists or bands?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely, yeah, a lot. Like, especially like bands that influence us. You always have that. I'd be wicked to get them.
I'd love the possibility of working with like some of our favourite people, definitely.
Any chance on the new record?
Possibly a couple of homies.
Surprises.
Ah, nice.
Andrew Newfield was on This Is the Six as well, and he's a massive, like, he's one of Comeback Kid and Sights and Sounds are like, we're big fans, so that was
It was
cool
like
for
a
that
nice
album.
thing to have him here.
Radness. Tyler Cobber Joel says, who is she and what are you doing while she is asleep?
We're out partying.
Always. Kyle Waite says, are you surprised by your own success? Says you were jumping from playing stage 3 in 2012 to the main stage this year. Is that a thing? Like, are you?
Yeah, but we don't look at it like.
Yeah.
It's a continuous effort for us, and it always has been for the last fucking 10 years, pretty much. And it doesn't really feel like it happened overnight for us. It happened over the course of a long time.
We're always like, really? That's wicked. Like, constantly, do you know what I mean? And like, obviously we like appreciate the support from everyone, and you know, like, stuff's going out like good for us, and so it's like we're always surprised about.
I slap myself in the face a bit, do you know what I mean, and be like, hold on, main stage.
The main stage. I'm like, seeing the main stage at Reading, seeing you lot on the main stage at Reading, you killed it. But like B was just like,
I said yeah, fan to that. We
was just totally like, wow, the sheer scale of it, and being able to translate that easily from like
walking out there was like that as well. It's just like
Leeds,
like
but
looking behind the curtain. Like,
Leeds must have been even more
in.
mental, wasn't it?
It was. I think we got a lucky thing in Reading because it was like the Friday and people were like really fresh. I think in the Saturday you could tell that people had like and maybe because they're Northerners and they're a little bit more like, I don't know, a little bit more rough and Reading. But like, they were both fucking awesome. Like
blinding. Lexi Drums, would you rather have a man's top half and a woman's bottom half, or vice versa?
It's a bit perverse, a bit weird, that, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it?
I'm gonna go.
I'll have a.
Is that one of them questions?
Do you want titties or a vag? Is a simpler way of putting it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go woman's bottom half and a man's top half. I don't know why.
I think the same, but I didn't want to say it.
I don't know why I'm going for that, but I'm gonna.
Josh Hunt 121. Who was your favourite gladiator in the 90s?
Hunter. I know Wolf.
Wolf, man.
Always.
Wolf. Bad motherfucker, wasn't he?
Hunter was like a boy band dude, wasn't he? What am I on about?
I quite like Shadow, because you're gonna have to bleep this. I quite like Shadow because you could definitely see in his eyes how much drugs he did. Lewis P84 says, Any other British bands in your scene you reckon we should check out?
Malevolence.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were just in here, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It was the best metal record of last year.
man.
Around the world, not just in Britain, for my money, best metal record of last year.
Undeniable riff.
Yeah,
You can't-
crunch.
So much old school influence.
Sheffield
in there
lads as well.
Yeah, man.
Chef boys.
Something in the water. Ellie Judge says, have you got any hidden talents?
I'm quite good at sewing.
Really? That's the least metal thing ever. Three series of the Lowdown, the least metal thing.
Just came to mind. I made a really good cushion when I was a kid.
He's a punk though, isn't he? He's got to be good at sewing.
I don't know, you ain't styling that one.
I think you have.
How big's your cross stitch game?
I have my own range of stitches. They're like just totally just a freehand stitch.
Oh, mate.
That's gonna be on fucking telly.
Yeah, man, that's definitely going in. Georgia Watson says, if you could make your own flavour of crisps, what flavour would it be? Yorkshire pudding. Just picking the most northern thing I can. Hovis.
Tea flavour.
Yorkshire tea flavour.
That's
dipping them in your tea. It tastes even more like tea.
Coal flavour.
Coal flavour.
Emily O'Donnell
High flavour.
on Twitter says, which fictional character do you wish was real?
I'm not into fictional shit.
At all.
Not
You
really.
don't like films or anything?
Oh yeah,
Weird.
I guess so. But I just never got into like. I'd always prefer like a documentary or a true story.
There's definitely going to be one though, isn't there?
Yeah,
I'd like to have Darth Vader in my crew.
Street Sharks or Street Sharks.
So someone got asked a question yesterday, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Street Sharks, actually.
Street Sharks.
I'd be Benjamin Button just to see what it's like to start old and end up young.
That's fair. Good call.
That'd be weird though, wouldn't it?
That'd be very nice.
One minute it's tea favour crisps, the next minute it's like on a different plane altogether. Do you believe in ghosts? Asks PLK Silhouette.
I've got a perfect answer for this. My answer for this is no, but I always get spooked still.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gone when you're out. Yeah.
But there's still something like, I still believe there's something out there, but I don't really believe in ghosts as such. No.
I don't. Every time I start freaking out, I just like slap myself mentally and just be like. Oh, you know when you're running upstairs and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm just like,
used to call it?
What
Just what we used to call it?
Black Death.
The Black Death, like, it comes
like,
behind you, doesn't it? And
It's
you're
that
like,
that thing. And I've got to this thing now where I'm just like, what are you playing at? What are you getting afraid of here? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I walk through woods and shit at night, and I always try and just be like, there's no one here. Do you know what I mean? But everyone's like, because they watch some horror films, they're like, ooh.
Jason Voorhees ain't coming to Sheffield, is he?
There's a programme on telly called Stranded. Have you seen it?
No.
They basically take like a group of people who are like mixed about the whole thing, like non-believers, people who believe, people just skeptics.
Yeah.
Or skeptical, and they take them out and they leave them in places that are like well-known places for like people have seen stuff, or they've got photos where stuff's appeared and people hear noise and stuff, and they leave them there for like 5 solid days and nights with camcorder and everything.
Right, check that out.
And even just watching that makes you feel like
On
there could be
edge.
something there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
fair
why.
It's better than Derek, that fucking Accord.
Derek Accord.
What a cunt.
He ain't seen shit.
What a cunt. Schmalaway, last question. If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
A warning label? Too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
You're so ghetto.
I just like that phrase.
You're so ghetto. Hitting the main stage of this year's Download Festival while she sleeps, returning this summer.
Come and check us out.
Yeah, why not? Something to do, innit?
Yeah.
Right, well, if you want to get a band to answer one of your questions, just head on over to the Scuzz Facebook page where we can keep you up to date with who's coming up on the series. And if you've missed a few of the episodes, you can check them all out on the Download YouTube page. Good, isn't it? Join me on next week's show where I'll be chatting to Suicide Silence. God, their new album is so good. Plus, you'll have another chance to win VIP tickets to Download in the Downloads Big Ten. Download is just a matter of weeks away now. Make sure you head on over to downloadfestival.co.uk for all your tickets, lineups and info. We will see you next week with Suicide Silence. You give a silly answer, best one wings, bring it on. Did I say wings?
Possibly.
Yeah, so last week. Fuck. All right, Terminator. So last week. Now look at what you've done. Seem to get confused by words halfway through that. So last week we asked you. Fuck off! I'm trying to do this seriously. Come on. Fuck, pub will be closed at this rate.